has a new time. Friday nights, the show kicks off now at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central, 5 Pacific time. And as always, we count them down again Saturday afternoon, 4 Eastern, 3 Central, 1 Pacific, and sponsored in part by Dodge and your local Dodge dealer and by the Sunset Blues Jeans Collection. We've been talking throughout the week about Penn and Teller coming in as our guest VJs. They are actually here in the studio getting ready. And they've got all kinds of albums and props, and I'm not exactly sure what is going to go on with these guys. They have kind of a very moralistic, I guess you could say, magic show that's on Broadway or off-Broadway. It's Broadway or off-Broadway in New York. Pretty wild stuff, and they are going to come in just 10 minutes. Penn and Teller. This Penn and Teller Guest VJ Hour is sponsored by Peter Paul Cadbury, maker of Mounds and Almond Joy, by Miller Lite Beer, and by Today's Chevrolet.
Hi, my name is Penn Gillette. This is my partner Teller. We are Penn and Teller, and we're a couple of very eccentric guys who have a passing interest in music videos. Stay with us this hour. We're going to show you videos by ZZ Top, by Neil Young, by Lou Reed, by John Lennon, plus some stuff you ain't never heard of before. We're going to talk to you about Half Japanese, Maureen Tucker, and of course our old friends, the Residents. But first of all, watch this. Pete Townsend, Rough Boys. That was Pete Townsend with Rough Boys. And I want to tell you people at home that Teller and I have done professional daredevil skills. We eat fire, we swallow needles, we've punctured ourselves with razor blades and very sharp objects. And I want to tell you young boys at home, please, Pete Townsend is a professional. Don't go into pool halls and kiss strange men in leather jackets on the lips. He's a professional, he knows what he's doing. Don't you try it. Coming up next, a commercial, and I don't know if you've noticed, but commercials are starting to look a lot more like the rock videos, or maybe it's vice versa. We might be back. Stay tuned. We just saw videos from two of the most important bands that have ever existed. Before Lou Reed, we had the Residents, the most famous unknown band that's ever existed. They're wonderful, buy all their records. And after that, we had that man machine, Lou Reed. Now, if you liked Lou Reed and his previous band, the Velvet Underground, boy, have we got information on the Velvet Underground for you. You could write away to the address that's coming right up on the screen and not only get this poster and this magazine, What Goes On, and the new album by Maureen Tucker, the drummer for the Velvet Underground, but also a t-shirt with on the back of it, Lou Reed's actual banana. I want you to think about this for a second. Lou Reed used to head the most important rock and roll band in the 60s, the Velvet Underground, and now he's selling scooters. But then again, we're guest VJs, glass houses, glass houses. Yes, MC, yes. I've been plugging the bejesus out of Half Japanese, the Velvet Underground, Maureen Tucker, NRBQ, everything. I'm just plugging like crazy. Yes, the Residents. Yeah, the address is What Goes On, 5721 Southeast Laguna Avenue, Stuart, Florida, 33497. And yeah, I'm right on the air, Mike. Yeah, just send the check to the theater. Fine. No, I haven't talked with Chevy Chase recently. Okay, bye-bye. In the rock and roll news, the most important stories all have to do with Half Japanese. Now, the dancer for Half Japanese, one of the singers, David Fair, just got married recently, and that's another reason to buy records by Half Japanese at What Goes On, 5721 Southeast Laguna Avenue, Stuart, Florida, 33497. And remember, mail moves the country, and zip code moves the mail. Also in the rock and roll news, we have NRBQ recently played New York. I want to tell you that Keith Richards, the old man who plays guitar, he loves NRBQ too. Probably the biggest story in the music news is the little good-natured feud between Penn and Teller and MTV. We came to MTV, said we wanted to guest VJ, and said we had a favorite band we wanted to play the video from. The band was called Half Japanese, of course, and the lead singer was Jad Fair. They told us no problem, they saw the video, and they changed their mind. So what we came up with was we were going to show you a little bit of what we wanted to play. This is Jad Fair and Half Japanese from the video Live in Hell, which is available at that same address in Florida you've seen many times. We're going to show you what we wanted. Jad Fair, Nicole told me, half Japanese. Run that, would you?
I had a funny feeling like all this has happened before, right down to the smallest detail, just like it has happened before. On the cold told me, on the cold told me, on the cold told me, and I know that he was right.
That was Half Japanese from their video Live in Hell, which is available at the same address we've shown many times. That was Nicole Told Me. That was as much of it as they'd let us play. Now I'd like to show you a video that MTV wanted us to play. It's by an elderly gentleman from England who used to play in a band that did mostly 40s dance music and an awful lot of elevator music. This is Paul McCartney, who thinks it's very, very cute, witty, and funny for a very wealthy man to ride public transportation. Here's Paul McCartney with Press on the other side of the coin. Equal time. Run that one. Paul McCartney. Baby, who is kidding whom? Even at his age, still an adorable mop top. So there you have it. PNT's vote was Half Japanese with Jad Fair. And the MTV choice, Paul McCartney. But because we live in the United States of America, and it's a great country, and we can compromise, and mostly because our ethics changed to fit the situation, we have come up with a hybrid between Paul and Jad. He's called Neil Young, and he's one of the best. Let's run that video, shall we? That was Yoko Ono and the Plastic Ono Band in Toronto, Canada, 1969. Give Peace a Chance, recorded during their Bet-In for Peace. It's now 1986 in New York City. We're doing our own Bet-In for money. And they were visionaries, because people are still talking about bagism and shagism, and Yoko Ono is one of the richest people in the world. Coming up next, Tom Waits, Downtown Train. All we are saying, send money to us. That was Tom Waits with Downtown Train, and remember, you've got to want to sound like that. And then afterwards was Steppenwolf with Born to be Wild, and remember, you've got to want to look like that. While we had those videos playing, I was looking through here and I found an amazing thing. Now, you people out in television land probably don't know what this is. It's a teleprompter script. Now, I am not working with a teleprompter. I am just making this up as I talk. But this is what would happen if another VJ were here. This says on it, I don't know if you can come in close enough, hello, my name is Alan Hunter, okay? Now, if that's not enough for him to see while he's talking, hello, my name is Alan Hunter, we have it in triplicate. There's carbon, and here it says, hello, I'm Alan Hunter, and again, hello, I'm Alan Hunter. That's so two other guys, when he says, hello, I'm Alan Hunter, can go, yep, that's Alan Hunter. We're Penn and Teller, more videos coming up. This is my partner, Teller. We are Penn and Teller. We're guest VJs on MTV. And you know, even though we're well over 30 years old, we still love heavy metal music. And my partner, Teller, is going to escape from his straitjacket to prove it. Come on, feel the noise. Kids love that, really. Now, while he's escaping from the straitjacket, we're going to do a segment by the Talking Heads, David Byrne's band, the Talking Heads, with a thing called Once in a Lifetime, and he'll be out of this by the time we get back. Okay? It's too easy the other way. It's too easy. Get on it. Oh, mercy. And same as it ever was, that was ZZ Top with TV Dinner. And the way Teller and I feel, any band that has in it two very eccentric guys that dress alike is A-OK with us.
This Penn and Teller Guest VJ Hour is sponsored by Peter Paul Cadbury, maker of Mounds and Almond Joy, by Miller Lite Beer, and by Today's Chevrolet.
What is Ramon's Aid all about? It's about people. People who care. We think the time has come for caring people who care about people to stand up and be counted. The Ramones are standing tall for every cause. So please, reach deep into your hearts and deep into your pockets. Let's make this the most significant event of the 80s. As Joey Ramone says, and he speaks for all of us, if you're not in it, you're out of it.
That was the Ramones, something to believe in, with every cool person in New York City making a cameo appearance, including yours truly. Once again, for other cool people, such as Half Japanese, Velvet Underground, Maureen Tucker, all the hipsters in the world, write to that address we saw earlier. Let's put it up again, shall we? That's What Goes On down in Florida. Send him a letter. He wants to hear from you. And why were we in something to believe in? Because we're cool people, because I know how to do this. We're Penn and Teller, and I want to tell you that a lot of the stuff we've done here is very dangerous, and a lot of kids watch this show, and I want to tell you kids, please don't do any of this stuff at home, and you shouldn't even smoke cigarettes unless you want to look cool. We're Penn and Teller. Stay hungry.
It's top of the hour!
Coming up in 10, another report in our series, Van Halen Unleashed. Video to look forward to, Eddie Money, Billy Idol's new one, and we'll kick off the hour with Rod Stewart.